thing I would say maybe my child has changed is my family dynamic. Because, you know, my intermediate family before was my mom, my sister, my brother, me.
Yeah.
And now my intermediate family is me, my fiance, and my daughter. And as funny as it is, mum is now grandma. She's actually, do you know what I mean? And sister and brother are now uncle and auntie. They're not part of my intermediate family. But in terms of religion, my views on religion changed a very long time ago, before I had my child. And I definitely, before having my child and before my views had changed, I was definitely like, yeah, I'm gonna have my child christened and baptized and da-da-da. No, it didn't happen. I don't want it to happen. My child can make her own decision.
Sorry, can I ask why? Why don't you believe in like baptism and stuff like that?
Because I was baptized. I had a Holy Communion at the age of 7 and I did all of that. And there's no difference to me.
How do you know
There's no difference between me and my friends that didn't get baptized. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's like, for me, especially because in that field of things, that was in Catholicism. So that was Catholic. My mum was Catholic. And it was like...
Cough medicine with cats.
Sorry. But yeah, so... And I strayed away from that and sort of went into Christianity, and then sort of like just had all these other experiences and things that happened in my life, and I just started to question why I revert and believe these things and why I allow these things to give me anxieties and make me feel a certain way. And then I sort of done a lot of research into like ancient Egypt and like what they believed and like all of these different similarities in religions and like where did it actually come from. And I just did my own research and kind of just thought, religion's not for me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
What about the sex? I heard sex in the question. What about that?
But I mean, ain't nothing changed.
That makes sense. Yeah.
No, what does that? No, what?
I think I know.
Just because you got a fiance, what do you mean that shit ain't changed? You had a child.
Okay, yeah, that's
the only thing that's changed is you don't want your child finding out. You don't want your child to walk in the room. You don't want your child to leave. That's it, really. What's changed?
You got a good relationship, man. Fuck yeah.
What's changed?
A lot changes in that department anyway. Like, what the hell?
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. If you want me to go in now?
Go.
I think I should let all of you girls go in first.
No.
Well, you broke the seal.
It.
No pun intended.
Boy, on that one there, like I said, I've been in, I have 3 kids, so I've been in 2 serious relationships. In the first relationship, it was different to the relationship now, you know what I mean? So the first relationship, it was, the child changed this, when we're talking on sex, yeah? The child changed things completely, because obviously she lost confidence in her body, the timing, like, so when I was coming back from work, she was tired because she was just settling down after settling down my son, do you know what I mean? Like, all of those things made me lose interest in that whole sex with her, because it was just like, the fact that I wasn't able to have it when I wanted and then she didn't feel comfortable, it was a turn off. Do you know what I mean? It was a bit like...
She didn't feel confident.
Yeah, like, I like it to be free flowing, do you know what I mean? So, in that aspect, yeah, then in my relationship now, it was... Again, I think it's the same thing, but it's except for there's more of us.
Yeah.
Whereas before there was just me and my unit, now there's her unit, my unit, and so forth. There's so much people, so much shit that goes on in the one house. It's just a mad thing. Yeah, there's no time. Any time is you savor it. You gotta savor that. Yeah.
So you appreciate it more. That's nice though.
I appreciate it more, but at the same time, like I said, I'm very active, so it hurts my head sometimes. No, man, that's raggle, man. I don't like that. That's all quick. To me, that don't count because it's like rush.
He wants to savor it.
Yeah, man. It's rush. Don't you like? We're female. You're females here. I'm a guy. Yeah. Do any sex that's not free flow. Yeah, but
no, I'm talking about masturbation. You said at the moment.
Oh, that's so dead.
No, it's not.
Masturbating is overrated. Listen, again, like I told you, I'm very active. So, like I said, I feel like I've lived adult life. like not adult life, but lived in that active life from a young age. So masturbation is very outplayed. Is that the best way to put it?
Change up the dynamic. Maybe
I need to stop. I need to stop.
Or something.
You do need to stop. I'm joking. But I think you need to. Okay, I'm turning my little Ask Charlie brain on because now I feel like I need to help you. So I think what you need to do is you need to find time for your relationship. Find time.
Like I said, there's so much going on. Yeah, like.
I'll take the kids one day.
But even that don't matter because that happens. Do you get what I mean? That happens, and it's not every time. Like, oh, man goes out, does all of this, that, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, yeah, man's gonna mash tonight. And then get home, and man's on a, or she's on a. Especially like I smoke, innit? So if I smoke and I get too relaxed, I'm done out here. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but literally, like understanding another level to what's gonna work for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, sex is good and all, but sometimes there's a little bit more.
Dead, it's done out here. I feel like if it's forced.
Yeah, that's so crap.
After you're just like.
Yeah, no, that's really crap.
Because that's what I'm saying. When you said, right, we get onto the sex, that's what I'm saying. And when I heard this subject, I was just thinking, not even just the sex. I'll get onto my other ones, but mainly for me, like I said, like for a long time in my life, before I had kids, all of that, like I've been very active. So. That's I hate saying it, but to me it's very important. Yeah. Because it's like, everyone knows in a relationship you've got chemistry, you've got the personality, you've got things that you've got in common, and then you've got sex. I mean, my partner, I've even sat down and said, well, if the sex was dead, when we first met each other, we wouldn't even be this far. That's the honest, we've actually sat down and said that, I swear down.
I love that.
But that's the honestness, because listen, it's mad. It's mad. Like I said, I've all bought 3 Magnums on deep. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, man, ready. Go in the house.
3 Magnums? What's wrong with you?
Huh?
1 Magnum gets me snorting.
No, man. Magnum for me that's my juice. Like.
Take horny goat weed.
Huh? That's what the bed in the shop guy told me to.
What is that?
The guy in the shop told me to try that.
Yeah.
Apparently it sends you to the skies, boy.
Yeah.
It's like natural
No, sorry, it's not like natural Viagra. It increases your libido.
Yeah, so that's the blood, isn't it? That thing where your blood goes to get you aroused.
To get the.
He said to me, if I had that and a Magnum, he said I'll be going for weeks. I said, listen, but I don't even want that because I've got work on that. You know, like that. I'm at work, as I'm driving down the road. Right, man, I'm gonna mash up the team today. Boom, oh shit, you know, like that. No, man. I'm that guy. That's what I'm saying. I'm that guy. I'm very I'm very visual. Do you get what I mean? Like so. Again, when I'm in the mood, I'm visualizing. Do you get what I mean? So, like, if I got horny goat weed, bro, I'm done out here.
Yeah, but then you could do like the pictures throughout the day.
Even that. Again, I think maybe because, like I said, I've been active for years. Them things have played out to me. Like, again, as well, where I feel like after a female's had a baby, they're not as confident to be doing those things. When you're younger, listen, the girls are just. You get me?
I can't lie. No, not for me. Wild after my children. Like, why am I wasting time? Let's go.
Do you know what? It's funny you say that because I when you first asked this question, I was thinking, oh, my views haven't changed since I had a child upon sex.
I was saying, are you sure?
But when you speak on it about different things that happen, I don't think it's the child. I can agree with what you said. After I had my child, I was like, well, I am like next level horny. I've never been like this, like rabbit.
Yeah.
But then life experiences, like you said with work, like that happens so many times. I get home from work, it's like almost 11:30 sometimes at night, and I'm walking in the door like. It might not even be sex. I might just even want to chat and everyone's asleep. It's like, no, man.
Yeah, man. I was going to wake up everyone like, yo, listen.
Start ringing the bell.
I just reach back, you know.
Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think I go through stages of feeling different ways. Yeah. Like, when I first had my child, I did suffer with, like, this kind of, like, I went through postnatal depression and didn't know that I was going through it. Yeah. And I had like so many different signs and symptoms, but nobody around me picked up on it, and neither did I. Mm-hmm. So I kind of spent 2 years in my house, just like not wanting to go anywhere, just being this like cow for my child, just feeding her. Do you know what I mean? Like just feeding her and feeding her and feeding her, and didn't look after myself. Do you know what I mean? And it's funny because I didn't think about this before when you asked the question, but it's true, for that period of time, I didn't really feel confident about myself, and I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, sex was okay, but I didn't feel it like, like I'm into this because, do you know what I mean?
What do you think made the kid?
But then I would have had my, do you know what I mean? I would have had my days where it's like, oh yeah, I don't want anything else.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? I don't know, it's a weird one.
I feel like, sorry, go on.
Like, you do get horny and stuff like that, but then there's also these other elements. Like, it would turn me off knowing that he wasn't the way that I needed him to be for me right now.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So that would turn me off, like you're going to get a dry
And the thing is as well, it would flip that, because it would turn him off to know that you didn't feel confident as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So I think it is.
If a girl don't feel confident in her body, like, sex should be free flowing, yeah? Everyone agree?
Yeah.
So if a girl don't feel confident in her body, that means every minute she's all trying to stop and, no. Do you get what I mean? It's not right. It should just be free flowing. Just, you're ready. No what?
Now though, I'm very much like, don't get me wrong, actually, I'll never take off my bra. It just doesn't come off ever since my son.
Really?
That bra don't come off. But,
are you like that as well?
yeah, the bra don't come off.
Alright.
I've had reconstructive surgery on this area, so I've always been a little bit like,
Yeah.
That's to say, moving on from that one,
Oh no, real quick. I think though, after having children, I've definitely, and I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like it's probably kind of the same. I'm definitely more like, yeah, okay, that works for my body, that doesn't work for my body, this is what we're going to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm definitely more, I'm not going to waste time having you do something down there.
That doesn't feel
like,
good. It's just like,
You lot have felt the worst of the pains, you know what I'm saying?
also, it's very, very true. That is factual information.
Yeah.
For me, because I'm the only single one. Yeah.
I'm single.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey girl.
Yeah.
But like for me, because I've been single, like because since my son's dad, I've been like finding. Do you know what I mean? I haven't stayed with my son's dad, and it's just been the difference in the sexual relationship.
Yeah, because honestly, you all get, even though you're in a relationship, say for instance you wasn't. Once you've like had a child with somebody and that, like after, you gotta make sure that person is not just their sex is good, the personality, all of that, and I think that all goes into chemistry with sex. If their personality is shit, like then you can't even think about having sex with their personality shit. Personally, if I think about this with girls, as soon as a girl thinks she's too nice, boy, that means your sex is dead to me. You get me? Cause in the bedroom, you're gonna say, "Oh no, I'm too beachy for that." You get me? What do you mean, bro? You get me? Like, I just think it all comes part of the parcel.
It
Not
does.
because listen, again, like, I feel like I've lived my life quick in the little 25 years, yeah, and I've come across a lot of different kind of people, and I've come across girls like that. They're so bougie, and even when it comes to the bedroom, they're bougie. How can you be, like, when I say bougie, she's not into that.
Bougie.
Yeah, she's not
She's
bad
bougie.
and bougie, she's bougie.
She's
So like,
dry,
if something's right though,
Yeah,
like,
that sounds
when you
nice to me,
like,
that
like when you
sounds
say like,
bougie.
oh,
Right,
bathroom, when you say
bougie.
bathroom, yeah. If I said to her bathroom, that's not bougie for her. She wants a big apartment where she can look out windows. Yeah, she want to look out windows and thing and what it.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie though. One thing I
Quick
would
thing in
say.
the bathroom, you get me, before we go out, we can do the thing proper later. They're bougie. No,
For
I'm not
me,
into
I
that.
think
That's
after I
scatty.
had my
Are you
child,
mad?
I got a bit more wild. Do you know what I mean? A bit more reckless, a bit more out there.
No, I'm
bit more willing.
You'd be like, come,
A bit more willing
this
to
is
try
new thing I
new
need to
things,
try.
and,
Let's go.
you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I'm
Whereas
telling you.
before, I would definitely think, oh yeah, no, that's probably not a good idea,
Yeah.
or whatever
Because
else.
that's funny, you guys said about the whole clothes thing. Like, I get the whole confidence thing, because I did go through the whole 2 years of being depressed and shit. But for me now, before I have my child, that's when I didn't want to take off my top.
Oh, is it?
Makes sense to
Before,
me.
so before the stretch marks, before you breastfeed,
Now you're the pinnacle of a
before
woman.
anything,
So here I am.
that's when I was so shy.
Why is that? Because you
Now,
saw
I'm
when
not shy.
I
everything
want to be like that.
when everything was stretched out and
You're now
What do you
the
mean?
ultimate
so
goddess.
you said
Birth and life.
before you was more
Before I had my child.
you didn't want to take off your top.
Yeah.
But then after,
So when
I'm
I
saying
first
because
met
you've
my
seen your body,
fiancé-
you've seen the changes in your body. That's what I'm trying to say.
Do you know what?
Is that why
I
you
think
felt more
it
confident
took
after?
me time to get comfortable with him. Do you know what I mean? In general, like, and it's funny because up until I was with my fiance, I used to never take off my top. Kind of like what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
But this is when I was younger, so do you know what I mean? And then obviously became comfortable with him. And then I think after having the child, it was just like, okay, we live together, we have this family together, you hear me shit, you hear me poop, you smell my breath in the morning, like, there's nothing that I have to hide from you.
They can hack the morning breath.
Do you know what I mean? There's nothing I have to hide from you anymore. And I don't want to hide anything. Do you know what I mean?
That's really nice. Like, I would love someone to make me feel so good that accidentally my bra came off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But
It's so
that's a massive thing.
That's what I'm saying. Again, that I think that plays part of the parcel. Again, you will know by somebody's personality because again you get to know them. I don't know, like sex is a very spontaneous thing as well. So I feel like, right, if you feel confidence in the person that they are, you may just do it. Boom, like yeah, man, fuck it. Do you get what I mean? So like I was saying earlier, I think everything plays a part of the parcel.
Yeah, I actually just played it out in my head.
Do you get what I mean?
Oh.
I'm saying, I don't get that, boy. Us man there, us man is scared of nothing. Listen, I don't even got no patch on my back off my top anytime, as long as you're nice.
It's true, you know. The other day I went out in a bikini top.
Yeah.
And trousers.
But I can do that
A
though.
little blazer.
I can do
But that's not the same though, because that's you're going out. Like no one, it's not sexual.
You're not on top and everything. Gravity's doing its business.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Do you know what's so funny actually? Yeah. This is something my fiance said to me.
Yeah.
From when after I had my child, I was like, Ross, they're going down and lots of wrinkle up and stretch up and so. And he was just like, babe, would you want them to be stiff and hard?
Yeah, that's
I was like, well, I don't know, just like maybe stay where they are with the bras on. Yeah. And he was just like, well, why? He's like, no man, I like it.
Exactly.
I like to touch it, I like it to be soft, I like
what I'm saying. Like
so,
again,
that's nice. I'm not sure what you guys are getting here. These are really skinny raisins.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But also,
as long as you know how to use your raisins, it's calm.
That's it, babe.
Exactly. As long as you know how to use them, and that's it. It doesn't matter what they look like.
It's different because for me,
I know.
Because we're not in relationships where you guys have created a child together and you know that they love you for who you are.
Even after that, that's what I'm saying. Even after that, like, so like in between the gap between my baby mum and my partner now, like I had that gap where I was just on a field day. I was just.
Yeah, but what changes in your body after having kids? Right. This is what I'm saying.
What is this what I'm saying? Okay.
Let's hear this.
You're doing an Emmanuel now.
So you're just out here basically telling us you were starting.
What changed?
No, don't try and answer that question.
Oh.
But that's what I'm saying.
Alright.
So
I get it. I get it.
You know what I mean? You lot shared you created a human together. I love you. Yeah. That's it. But for when you're getting to know people, whatever, like you could be seeing someone for 5 months. Yeah. But you still don't feel like you want them to have seen you in your full glory unless it's real. Do you know what I mean?
I hear that. I definitely hear that.
But before we move on from this topic, because we have dragged this on a bit, I think confidence is key. Like I do workshops with a lot of plus size women and just women in general about building their confidence, and you'll be surprised that how much trauma people go through and you forget about it and you don't realise that's why you feel the way you do right now. Yeah. And it's like once you start to gain confidence in yourself, you actually don't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks. And when you get to that point, do you know how attractive that is? Yeah. To anybody. It's attractive.
And that's what I'm saying. You'll get to a point where you don't give a fuck about that.
I don't give a fuck.
Where you would say all
this.
You
see what I'm saying? Like, I would be that girl out here, like, yes, I'm here with my razor teeth, yes, let's go. You see what I'm saying? It's like, what are you going to do? You're here, you want to fuck me anyway, so what are you really going to do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel
like everything else I've definitely worked on really well. It's just these tits. It's the last thing, and do you know what? I'll get there. Ask me
that's it, baby. That's it. That is it. And confidence is motherfucking key.
Yeah,
you're right.
definitely.
It's attractive though.
Confidence is key.
It is. When someone's confident, you know, like, alright, cool. Man knows where I stand. Do you get what I mean? I know where I stand. But yeah, moving on from the sex side of things. Yeah. So there was
that topic. It was great stuff. Nice to.
I want to get onto that. So we talk about relationship, all that family dynamics. Charlotte made a quick point on the family dynamic. I just want to touch on, what you were saying about the family, like where my mum brought me up, by herself for how many years. Anyone that knows me knew that for the years that my mum was going hard, going work. That's where I learned it from as well, like going hard and going work, and then balancing the family life. I used to spend a lot of time with my sister. I used to pick her up from our school club. So from a lot of my sister's life, I've tried to give her stuff, like, or pay for things for her, like her phone bill, stuff like that, like buy her clothes, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's always like when I had a kid, and obviously I had more kids. Yeah. It started to change even more. Do you know what I mean? And by the time I've had my daughter, I could see that my sister, it was starting to affect my sister and our relationship, because we went from her always rolling with me everywhere that I was going with my son, my first son. She was there. Any activity I'll take, she was there. Like we went Disney on Ice at one point, and I took my sister. Do you know what I mean? Now I can't take my sister. That's
between you and your sister.
8 years.
8 years.
But now the gap don't matter because she's like 17, 18. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The times when I started having kids, she was. I don't really see my sister kid because she's very mature. But I feel like that's because she's been watching me for years, and obviously my mum, the things that my mum's inflicted on her, and the times that we're in anyway, they're maturing way before their time. Do you know what I mean? But what was I saying? Yeah, but I feel like, with my sister, I feel like as I had more kids, the relationship distance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And only now, where she's older and she started to clash with my mum, and she started to clash with me because she has her own opinion. She's her own woman now. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She started to understand way more. But as I've had more kids, I've had to fall back on that because they come first. Do you know what I mean? So but I feel like that changed the dynamics there.
Do you think and this is going to be a bit of a sensitive question, but I want to ask. Do you think that it was, how do I phrase this? It's not that it was a good thing or a bad thing, but do you think it was the right way? Do you think that you should have been doing all these things for your sister as a brother, but kind of doing the duty of a dad, if you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
That was, come on.
No, I definitely hear what you're saying because I've sat down and deeped it at certain times. I always say to my sister, she's like my big kid. Do you get what I mean? Not like I'm your dad, because I've always said it to her, I'm not your dad, I'm not trying to beat you, I'm not trying to tell you off, but I have to step in sometimes because, like I said, my mum done everything by herself.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
And of course, in your situation, you're there to help with your mum. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Now I am not there as much.
Oh wow.
And this is when it matters. She's going in.
Hanging.
You started it off, and then you just came to this. On that.
So do you think it was fair on you?
I wouldn't like to say really.
Have had that kind of relationship with
her.
But it was by
not even I wouldn't like to say. It was by choice. I don't think it was by force. My mum never put that on me. The only thing she put on me was actually looking after her, which I didn't have a choice. Which used to piss me off sometimes because I wanted to chill at the little sweetie shop at the bottom of my secondary school, but I had to go get my sister. You know what I'm saying? Or everyone was going to kick ball on that day, and I can't go get my sister. That used to annoy me. That's the only thing I would say used to jar me. But the whole responsibility thing, no man. I feel like that kind of prepared me. Yeah, it kind of prepared me.
Prepared you.
It's like always been in the right. What's the stars? That's how I say. It's always been in the stars that I'm meant to be a parental person. I'm meant to guide people. Do you get what I mean? And now, even in my journey that I'm going through now, I feel like that's my purpose. Do you get what I mean? Because I feel like when I speak to people, sometimes they could either walk away and reflect on it, or they just feel like, I've got it off my chest, or I can relate to what he's saying. And I've got that from my sister from years. As I said, I've seen the transition. I've seen when she don't want to talk to me, to now she wants to talk to me, and she wants to tell me this, and she always wants to show me this. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's worth it.
You said she got to the level of where she could understand why you had to stand back. But I'm just looking at it from an angle of being let's say, being maybe 11 and thinking, but my brother was my ride or die.
Yeah, that's.
Do you know what I mean? And
was hitting her.
When that hit her, it's like, well, was that fair for it to hit her like that? Because it kind of was torn away from her in a degree, but then actually you're not her dad. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say in any way what he did was wrong or what he did was right or that I have issues with it. But I just had to bring that up just because I have a lot of friends who've had to raise their younger siblings, and I have a lot of friends who that's their culture, that's their way of life. I have friends who are Congolese and their parents have 12 kids. they only raised the first two.
Yeah, and then the
The next two raised the next two and the next two. Do you see what I'm saying? They like, I remember going around their house and like, oh, where's your mum and dad? They're never here. Oh, they're on holiday somewhere.
Exactly, and that's what
Do you see what I'm saying?
That's why I don't feel like, I feel like it was by choice because that was never forced on me.
Yeah.
Like, me paying for my sister's phone bill for how many years, that was me approaching my mum. Like, I could see my mum needed some help. My mum's not going to come and ask me, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just stepped in at the time and thought, right, it'd be a nice gesture.
Yeah.
When I'm out buying stuff for my kids, oh, at least you'll like this. Nice gesture.
Yeah.
It's just, if I care about you, that's what I do. Do you get what I mean? I'll show you that I care about you. But then obviously it gets to a point where I couldn't do it anymore. But I was verbally trying to show her that I cared about her. But obviously then there's that transition of the age that she was and her understanding. And, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just watching me all the time, my kids are getting a highlight. Obviously it's not just me that's showing the kids bare attention. It's also my mum when my mum's around there, my grandma. Do you get what I mean? Because you then go from being the grandchild to you're older and now there's grandkids or great grandkids. You get what I mean? You know, all us parents can relate. But I don't get nothing for Christmas no more. Birthday, just about get a text, you know what I'm saying? So
I think it's kind of interesting though. You need to concentrate here because right now I need this, this and this, and that needs sorting out before you go and think about what you're doing over there.
It don't get to a point like that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Definitely does happen like that. And that's what I'm saying, that's what happened with me. When I started having more kids,
it's like you had to rein it in.
Yeah, I had to rein it in.
Yeah.
But obviously, I didn't have someone else telling me. It was just kind of off my own back because obviously financially I could see, bro, I couldn't stretch to go to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like obviously, I could have taken I could have still provided for her, but then that means me fucking up in another place where a man's trying to fix. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. And it's not right, really.
It's not your family. You brought these people into the world, or you took that responsibility on. Yeah, you need to be looking after
So
them.
that's that thing where we just have to know that reality is reality, and you're not doing things out of spite. You're not doing it because you don't care about your sister. It's just how it goes.
Real life, and when they have their own picnic, they're there, you know.
But things happen.
My sister's definitely ready to have a child. Don't have, if you watch this, sister, you don't have no kids soon. I'm saying she's definitely ready to have kids because she's seen me. Time is more for your family. If you brought kids into this world, or you have your own family, definitely they're the most important thing because, again, no offense to anybody's parents or anything, but that's your parents' responsibility. Once you have your own family, they need to take it upon themselves to realise, right, you need to fall back and concentrate on your people's them. You get me? Because I have friends that are like that, but it's not even their family. It's more man them. They'll go out there more their way for man them than they would their family.
Or new partners.
Yeah, or new partners. Yeah.
They do,
Mad thing. I just don't get all of that. I don't get how someone can have you so deluded that you forgot about your past. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. How can you forget about your past? That's like me getting in a new relationship and forgetting about my 2 kids from before. That doesn't make sense. I've been there from the beginning. Where does that weigh up? Because they're going to be another lost person asking what happened to them. And then when they see you on road and you're with this next, what? You see it on, okay, TV's not real, but some things you can relate and they are towards real life. Do you know what I mean? So, no, it's wrong, man. It's wrong.
So we had religion.
Yeah. Scrap religion, because religion is, like you said, it could have changed way before that. And no one here has really been religious like that.
No, I'm definitely kind of,
More. You was brought up in a religious.
I definitely was. Like my parents were Catholic. But we probably went to various sectors of Christianity. But I'm not gonna lie, it's my biggest thing that I dislike most is people who are hierarchical religious. I don't even know. It's like
Jehovah's knock on your door like, you must read this book.
No, like the type that think that they're great because they belong to their religion and they think that their religion is the only one.
What's
like,
the one I was saying earlier? Avengers. What are they called?
Evangelists.
Huh?
Seventh-day Adventists.
Yeah, they're
Seventh-day Avengers.
Yeah.
Saturday!
I keep saying Avengers, I'm not gonna lie. That's what it sounds like.
No, but for real, like in every single following or faith system, which I find all beautiful, there's something about them that makes people feel like, oh wow, now this feels really good. And that's because they all either have an element of prayer, meditation, praise, or like whatever it is, and you can actually find that in every single following. So
Exactly.
I really dislike when people are like, oh
This
yeah,
has
my
better.
one,
This is the only
my
one
one's the
true
right
way.
one, and I hate that. So that's why I don't take my children to church, because that's what they preach. The churches I've been to, there's always been like these are worldly people,
Yeah.
you know, and we're great. We're the ones.
And you don't want you want it. I
You
feel
know.
like as well, without following the structure of religion, it gives them a chance to find themselves more. If you teach them religion, and they may grow up thinking that they have to be like this, because you know, like when you get to a teenager, some people that used to go to church their whole life, and then they see this whole new world, and they're just like, this is what I want to be, because they don't know anything else apart from church and all them things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone agrees that after kids, those things do change.
Yeah.
For some, dramatically.
Some do, yeah.
Some, just a few. For me, I feel like relationship, it don't really change. It depends on the person and where you're at before you have the child. The sex for me definitely changes after, and family dynamics, yeah, definitely changes after for myself anyway. Definitely.
Agreed.
So I like that one there. That one's a bit saucy, but at the same time, it was
a bit controversial.
Yeah.
Sex and religion all in the same conversation. Where else do you get that?
Only got the Parentcast.
Let's speak it into existence.